Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Zenaton, and welcome to today's video for Legends of Runeterra. Today, what are we going to be doing? We're going to be looking at a deck today. New set has come out, Domination. We got a bunch of new champions, 3 new champions, Varus, Vayne, and Seraphine. Uh, Turns out it looks like Seraphine is maybe not the strongest, but the most prominent out of all the new champions, which is actually a little surprising to me. I could have sworn it would have been Vayne. Um, and it seems like while I think Vayne is a little stronger, Seraphine's deck overall is stronger than any Vayne deck, less because of Seraphine and more because Ezreal's around. We're not talking about Ezreal today. We're going to be talking about a Seraphine deck. And we're going to be talking about a Seraphine deck that I use to go from Platinum to Diamond. Rank recently reset, of course, so we're all climbing again. This deck I climbed from Platinum to Diamond with about a 80% win rate. Very, very powerful deck. I think Seraphine Victor with Shadow Isles over Ionia or Bilgewater or any other region. I've seen some Bilgewater decks. I've seen some Noxus decks. I like this version a lot. I think it is probably top 3 Seraphine decks. One card in particular I really, really like in the deck. We'll talk about it more once we actually look at the deck. So let's go and look at the deck. Okay, so welcome to the deck. Seraphine Victor. Overall, we're a control deck. Plain and simple. We're just trying to stall, get a lot of value, and win the game with value. Whether that value comes from a leveled up Seraphine, back alley bar stuff, the one of subpercible can just be a win con, just lots and lots of cards and lots of value. Maybe like a fan club president giving us a star shaping. Really just, you know, if you've played Control, you know exactly what we're trying to do. Stay alive, get as much value as you can while not dying, and then use all that value to actually win the game. So, as for our champions, why Victor? Well, we're not actually playing that many spells that target, so no Ezreal. The Ezreal version of this deck I do think is also very good. I think you should be playing it not with Shadow Isles. I think you should play it with either Bilgewater or Noxus. And I think you should also play other spells we're not playing, like Harmonious Discord. I think it's something like that. It's like Violent Discord. That's the card. I think that this card is just really good if you're playing Ezreal because it's like 4 damage, I want to say, or something. I don't actually know. As for any of the other champs, we don't really want any of the Shadow Isles champs. You could consider maybe like Elise for a little anti-aggro stuff. But none of these other champs were really too much of a fan of. Like maybe there's like a Vhagar Seraphine deck with a little bit of darkness stuff in it, but I really just think Victor is so much better than any of these other champs. Maybe a one of Vi as well. Like Vi is always strong as a one of. So yeah, maybe like 3 Seraphine, 2 Victor, 1 Vi, but Victor's just good. He's also a win con if he just doesn't die. He levels up decently quickly thanks to all the created cards as well, and he helps give you more discounts on top of all that. And his spell Hex Score upgrade does help activate Flow, and his champ spell is also a little extra removal if you want it. Now you might say, okay, but why Shadow Isles? Why Shadow Isles over, say, like Ionia? I feel like if you're playing Ionia, you play Ionia because you want Deny and Eye of the Dragon. Yes, there are other cards in the region that you're also playing, like Wuju Style, Twin, etc., etc. Ionia Telstones as well. But I really, really like Shadow Isles because of, one, Vengeance. I think Vengeance is just good, but even more of a point, more of a reason I like Shadow Isles is Quietus. 3 whole Quietus, as many Quietus as we can play in this deck. I really like Quietus because, one, it kills enemy Seraphines before they can level. It destroys enemy equipment, so, you know, darken equipment like Bloodletters, Darken, Aegis, maybe improvised stuff too, like the Scout improvised weapon on a Vayne. I think it's just a really, really good card right now. It has a lot of targets, and it's relatively cheap. But pretty much just for Vengeance and Quietus, we're playing Shadow Isles. Of course, we're playing other Shadow Isles cards too, like Vile is just good, etc., etc. So yeah, we'll go through the deck really quick, give you a little bit more of an explanation over certain cards, and then we'll play a couple of games. Lots of one-ofs though, of course, because it's a Seraphine deck. We like to level up Seraphine relatively quickly, so we play a lot of one-ofs as long as they're all doing something similar. It's like why we don't play all of our Mystic shots and we play High Note instead, for example. So starting off, Thermal Beam, just solid removal. 2 Acorns. This card is actually a card that I might cut in the future. I just really like a turn 1 Acorn. I think a turn 1 Acorn just does so much work. I think it's good at doing 2 things. 1, or 3 things for this deck, technically. 1, the discount, of course. 2, eating some removal, even if that's just a ping, makes the rest of your units just that much safer. Basically, Seraphine and Victor are that much safer. And number 3, for this version of the deck, it holds equipment really well, specifically this Inspired Plans. And I really like the one of Inspired Plans. It has definitely helped me out. We'll talk about that more when we get down there. A couple of Telestones, I really just like them. First off, it's basically 2 spells for Seraphine. Progress Stay is good. Aftershock's what we're mostly going to use, and even Hextech Transmogulator, the transform spell, has seen I will sometimes use. So I really like it. No SI Telestones. You could definitely consider SI Telestones. You would mostly, I guess, use it for Crumble. We don't really care about Mark of the Isles, but you could consider it as well. I will say this, you might want to play it because we don't really have Fearsome blockers. Literally none of our units can block Fearsome by themselves, of course. Like, Submersible needs to get activated first, and Victor needs an Augment trigger, and everything else can't block Fearsome. So be careful if you think Fearsome's popular. 3 Quietus, we pretty much explained why we like this. I think there's a lot of targets for it and lots of equipment as well. So I like all 3 of them. A couple of Financiers, just a little extra late game. Comes down, fights for the board, gives you a solid win con, and kind of cute too with Acorn discounting whatever you get from Financier. Plus Shadow Isles, I think, has one of the best. I think Shadow Isles is one of, if not the best, Financier region. You have so many good targets from Shadow Isles. Vengeances, Piercing Darkness, the Senna Champ spell, whatever it's called. So Ruination. So yeah, I really like Financier in this as a 2 of. 1 of High Note, basically just here as the 3rd Mystic shot. Also just pretty solid. Mostly just here instead of a 3rd Mystic shot to help level up Seraphine faster. 1 of Inspired Plans. This is not really a win con, but it's more of just a value generator. Plus it helps buff our units outside of removal ranges. You know, buff up Seraphine, buff up Acorn, etc., etc. 1 of Minion. Really just like this guy. Is 1 of lots and lots of value. So yeah, just a 1 of. I wouldn't. You could consider it 2, but I just like it as a 1 of. Some Mystic shots. We're in PNZ. We like Mystic shots, so we're going to play Mystic shots. 3 Seraphines. We're going to play all 3 of our champs. Like I said earlier, though, you could consider a 1 of Vi over the 3rd Victor, but we definitely want 3 Seraphines and our champ spells. Great. 1 Time Trick. We're not really playing Fallen Feline, so I'm not a fan of multiple Time Tricks. Plus, we have other card advantage engines, and this isn't really card advantage, it's more card cycling. But it is really nice just to find certain cards, and it's... I'd say maybe try to hold it until you level up Seraphine, because it's so good with level up Seraphine, but, you know, if you're looking for something, just play it, right? A couple of pings here. Unspeakable Horrors, Vile Feast. Helps you stay alive against aggressive decks, and pretty solid with a leveled up Seraphine as well. 1 Get Excited, 1 Some Fumes. Again, just spreading out the removal here, because the way spells are, new cards are. Very similar cards, but we're just trying to like level up our Seraphine and take advantage of back alley bar discounts, of course. 3 Fan Club Presidents. I think all 3 is correct here. If the meta's a little fast, you could definitely go down to 2 and put in some more anti-aggro, but I think 3 is good. I think we have enough anti-aggro. Unless, again, Fearsomes become popular, in which case, maybe against the Fearsome decks, we want to be a little more anti-aggro. But yeah, this card is just so good. 5 mana spells in general are just always great. Yeah, there are some duds, but because it's a manifest, you usually will find something good, like the Nasus Champ spell I've used, Star Shaping. I've gotten the Blade Dance, Will of Ionia, like Defiant Dance, I think is the name of it. Just a really good card overall. And of course, the synergy with Seraphine is there too. 3 Victors, just a solid champ. So we're going to play 3 of them. 2 Drum Solos, only 2 of them. I really like this card. I think it might be a little overrated. Myself, I think I might have overrated it, but I think it's still a really top tier, top class kind of card. A little slow though, and while you do get the discount, there is a little bit of RNG, because sometimes you'll just draw a card that you don't really care right then and there, and you just spent 5 mana to draw 2 and not really affect the board. 1-up Submersible just here as a extra win con, and it cycles itself, so it's just solid. 3 bars, you could definitely go down to 2 if you want to just add a little more removal. I like 3 though, but 2 is definitely a option. Card's just really good. I really like it too because it actually gives you some sweet Seraphine shenanigans, discounting 3 mana cards to 2 mana, 4 mana cards to 2 mana if you have 2 of them, etc., etc. I just really like the card, basically. 2 Vengeances, again, I really like the card. You could definitely go up to 3, but I think 2 is fine for now. I think the rest of our removal suite is okay. But you could definitely go up to 3, maybe even put in a 1 of Ruination, but I think 2 Vengeances are fine. And our top end, our last card, sorry, is 2 Sputtering Song Spinners. Basically, this is 4 out of 6 level ups for Seraphine, the Song Spinner, and the 3 spells. That's by the time you cast Song Spinner, if you haven't leveled up Seraphine, she's probably going to level up after you cast Song Spinner, so I really like it. You could also consider a 1 of Factory or Foundry? Not Foundry. The 3 mana landmark. I think it's like Factory something. You know how I can find it? We'll find it this way. Forge. That's the card. Forge of Tomorrow. You could consider a 1 of Forge of Tomorrow in this deck. We do have actually some expensive spells, so it is actually something to consider. I wouldn't play it, but it is something you can consider if you just want a little extra board presence. Anyway, that is the deck. I think it's a very, very powerful deck. Definitely, in my opinion, a top 3 Seraphine deck in the current meta. So let's go and play a couple of games on the ladder. We've been rambling a lot because there's a lot to explain with this deck, but let's go and play a couple of games. Okay. Akshan Varus. I've seen this deck around a lot, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't been too impressed, but I could just be running into bad players. I know there are people out there who have done well with this deck. I'm just not a fan, in my opinion. What a great draw, by the way. I mean, not that great, because I guess 0 mana Quietus is fine, but whatever. What a great draw in terms of a mulligan, though. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of Varus in general in any deck. I look at Varus and I'm like, are the cultist cards really that much of a draw to anything else? Speaking of something, do I play around tricks? Varus is what? What's his stat line again? 3-4? I'm taking so much damage if they have anything here. I'm gonna Quietus this. I'm gonna call them out and say they don't have Momentous or Shaped Stone. I can't believe that worked. I'm actually so impressed and so surprised that happened. And we'll just play Seraqueen here. Okay. I like it. I like it. It's a card that replaces itself. It's fine. Could play Inspired Plans. Don't really want to. I think I'm just going to bank this mana. Maybe play Financier. If I was going to play Financier, I probably should have done it previously. But now that I'm actually thinking about it, I think I should. Nah, let's not. Let's bank our mana. I might want to do some shenanigans here with lots of mana. This is why I like Triple Quietus, by the way. So what is this again? +2/+0 quick attack. I'm gonna play the Financier, not because I want to. I want to first off see what I get. I guess Assembly Line is the choice here. This might be turning into a race. I don't know. This is getting a little scary. If I can draw a Song Spinner, this is why I wanted to play Financier, so I could block this. I'm afraid of Grappling Hook, and I'm afraid of Desert Duel, so I really like that they did this play, so now I can attempt to ping to try to kill the Vagabond. So I think I'll just start by attacking with Acorn here, and that's it. 5 mana Vengeance seems solid. Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier, though, with Acorn. Ooh, they're playing that, huh? This one's a little awkward. How close is Seraphine? I'm gonna play this, not because I like it. I'm not gonna Aftershock this, by the way. I think I want to Aftershock the Horde, not the Palace. Seems like they also have Rite of Negation up, so I'm gonna have to try and bait that out. Or at least they're trying to bluff that they have Rite. There's the Desert Duel I was expecting, and now we'll ping and hope they don't have Momentous or Shaped. Please don't have it. I could also have done Crowd Pleaser, but it wouldn't have changed anything here. Oh well. Sure, this is fine. I do not mind losing the first Seraphine. Can I get value from this? Sorry, cool. I don't know, I might be in a little bit of trouble here. Like, losing the first Seraphine's fine, in my opinion, but I don't know. I can get a Crowd Pleaser going. I don't know. Crowd Pleaser on my Forge Worker to trade for the 35 might be a thing I do. Perhaps. Okay, that's probably the play. Maybe. Depending on what I see here.
I long to know where it comes from.
I could just kill that. I might actually just kill that. Do I care? Like, Varus doesn't do anything. I'm just going to develop Fan Club President. Unworthy Soul to get rid of Darkened Bow. Do I want what's basically an Avalanche instead? Sure. And this should technically be 0 mana, right? Yeah, because Flow's great. And I'll just take the damage from Varus. I don't care. Let's just pick this up so I can see what I get. That's whatever. Yeah, Varus damage is nothing. I even have healing too. The nice thing about being Shadow Isles is we have a little bit of healing. Really? Okay. No problem, opponent. So yeah, I think the game plan is going to be we're going to eventually Vengeance Varus. I just got to be careful of Rite of Negation. And I need a ping or just a way to pop Spell Shield because of the 2 mana. We'll play this right now. The 2 mana Bastion card. This was a great draw, by the way. Victor's so good here. Helps us trigger Flow again. What the... Oh, from the Cultist. Okay. Okay, we're fine. Just need to draw, like, a very powerful card. Also, I know I have Acorn. Just remember that, me. I'm saying that more for me than you. I'm just trying to remember I have Acorn. Regen's good. Do I want 4 mana up? I could play this on Acorn. Yeah. I kind of like this. I was considering also playing Lunari Shadestalker instead. But I kind of like this to see what kind of spells I'll get. That's kind of nice. I'm not going to cast it because I'd rather bank the mana, but that was a nice hit. Good job, Acorn. Okay, good. Now we're talking. Yeah, this is whatever. We'll just chump some damage here. Surprised they're not... I was going to say, I'm surprised they're not attacking with the Vagabond. I could bounce her. I think I'll just do this trade. And just take 4. It's not like this deck has reach. Their reach is overwhelm stuff. Sure, I'm giving them access to Zolani if they want to, but I don't really care. I think I'm starting to actually pull ahead. 4 mana Vengeance is so good. Thanks, Faded, whatever. And we'll just slam this. See what I get real quick. Well, that's a card. Okay. Huh. Will that matter? I don't think it will matter, but... Wow, I kind of expected them to summon Zolani soon. Let's just play this. I have a 3 mana Vengeance. Dude, Acorn's great. I love Acorn. And there is Seraphine, so we can eventually just, you know, We'll eventually just play Time Trick Seraphine, or Seraphine into Time Trick. I think I'm winning. I'm just saying. We'll attack like this and probably play the 2-mana spell no matter what it is here. I'm still gonna play it. I can't play it. Okay. I kind of thought I'd be able to play this, but I can't play this even though there's nothing battling? Really? I'm also surprised they're just passing here. This feels like Rite of Negation. I'm gonna play this to level up Seraphine. I didn't even realize it would level up Victor, in all honesty. I should have attacked with my 3/3s. Well, no, I was gonna say, like, I should have attacked my 3/3s to make room for the double perfection, but we don't have enough room. Yeah, there's the Zolani, whatever. How close is their Varus is about to level. That's actually kind of scary. I'll get rid of this.
That was great. Now let's really
There's no way they have double counterspell, right? Okay, that's actually really good. That's some nice cycling, so we'll just play this now. Vile. Vile's a good draw. Another bar. I can play this, right? 3, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I should have enough room here, because this is going to go away. I'll take High Note. Could have considered taking the Fan. I just want spells right now. That's all I want. I could kill Varus right now. I'm going to try to kill Varus and get some damage on Zolani to prepare for some fumes on Zolani next turn. I'm kind of surprised my opponent hasn't given up. Really? Okay.
I am more than this. We are more.
I also don't want to kill Zolani yet until combat because of, yeah, this is whatever, opponent. Well, actually, if I do this, won't he die? Yes. Yeah, this is it. We'll do it like this. I just want to kill him now. I know they have another Varus in hand. I don't care. I don't want them to cast Varus' champ spell. His champ spell is scary. Gives vulnerable to my board, and they could maybe get a lethal with Overwhelm shenanigans. Okay, that's basically Mystic Shot.
I long to know where it comes from.
So you have 9 mana. Is there anything I want to do first? I haven't cast an Aftershock, so I can double the Aftershock. And I think I'll do that on Varus.
Another brilliant design.
Yes. And this should still, yeah, this one will get double too because Victor is still discounting it, even though it's not technically a new spell. This is, I love this deck though. This is what I was talking about, like control. Okay, we could just Death Ray that if I care. Wait, did they? Oh, that was from the Darkened Bow upgrade. Yeah, this is fine. I should be fine here, I think. Like 17 Overwhelm. The rest of these are attacking too. So I can Death Ray. I'm thinking I'll Death Ray Varus. Okay, they're just doing this for some reason, putting it on Overwhelm on the 4/3. I think, maybe, perhaps. Yep. So we can still just Death Ray this. So Death Ray here. Block as much damage as possible with everything else, and I guess safety block as well. And this. Yeah, I'll take a little bit of damage from this, but whatever.
Yes, of course.
Okay, what you got? Rite of Negation is still terrifying, but I've got Vengeance, Unworthy Soul here. Okay. Sure. Transfusion. So I think because of Transfusion, I don't think Vengeance will be enough. Yeah, Vengeance would not be enough. I have to use this. And GG? Like, I should just win now? Because I can just attack in with Victor. Well, Victor doesn't have Overwhelm. But yeah, I should just win here. Like, I made room here. I can cast Pursuit. Yeah, this is game. I think they're just going to give up when I cast Pursuit of Perfection. It's the first time you've ever seen it casted! Woo! No, come on! You're no fun.
Woo! What a show!
Sure. Alright, so, kind of a mirror, but they're more combo-y, if that makes sense. Seraphine Ezreal. The first time I've actually seen the version with a one of TF. I don't think the version with TF is good. Like, I know this deck list exists. I just think the version with the one of as TF is bad. It could be a sign that they're playing. Like, I've seen people playing a one of TF and they're playing like Shelly's Burblefish, basically Nami without Nami. I'm gonna play Financier here and see what I hit. Shock Blast is good. I'm actually not even gonna kill Seraphine right away. I really don't like killing Seraphine early until she gets around like 2 to 3. Once she's at 2 to 3 of her level up, then I like to kill Seraphine. I'm so surprised they have nothing to do here. I'm just gonna play. What's the worst they can do if I play Victor? It's like Thermo, right? Like, whatever. Double Mystic. Sure, let's do it. They could play that like 6 mana. I think it's like 6 mana deal 5, and if it kills something, obliterate it. They could be playing that card because they're a Seraphine deck. It's like Hex Obliterator, something Obliterator, I think. You know, it's the one that has like it's the card with the artwork of Teemo getting shocked. Are they actually? They're actually. Oh, okay. Well, I called it at least. I guess the nice thing is it means my my first Hex score upgrade is gonna get doubled with Seraphine most likely. Kind of wanted to play it to, you know, help level the Seraphine. They pass again? I think.
Never lost a fair game.
I'm just gonna shoot this real quick. I want to save Quietus for their other champions, Seraphine and Ezreal. And I'm gonna play a Seraphine here, I think. I think it's worth. Get on the board a little bit more. We're probably just gonna slam the bar here.
Son thinks I'm all sparkle, huh? Well, maybe.
So this card is trash. This card is actually a huge... This is probably the worst 2-drop we can get from Seraphine. We actually can't do anything with it. I guess we have a 1 of Inspired Plans.
You call our spot.
Sure, this is nothing. But yeah, the Inspired Plans is just like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. We're probably not going to draw it, so... Yeah, this is just kind of taking up a slot in our hand. I wonder if my opponent's playing Bar. Like, if my opponent's not playing Bar, then they really have to combo hard. The problem is, I think I just lose this matchup if my opponent knows how to play, because... Wow, we are not getting good RNG today. Vault of Helia is... trash. It's discard fodder, right? Or something. Yeah. But yeah, if my opponent knows how to play, which is you get a level up Seraphine, leveled up Ezreal, basically you play this like... I guess I'll take Spirit Journey? Like, I don't want time. Yeah, this is a whiff. Spirit Journey's not the worst, I guess. Talk about bad RNG, though. I'm gonna do this mostly because I just Well, one, it gives me another card, but two, I just need to make some room in my hand. I've got two basically dead cards here. How? How? How is my opponent this good? Oh my god. They really just rolled this 25% chance, huh? Alright. If you're good, I guess. I doubt they have Thermo. I've been getting such... Okay, that's a good draw. I've been getting such bad RNG. My bad RNG can't keep lasting, right? Right? It has to let up eventually. Honestly, I could recall him to replay him. He's only 3 mana. And it helps level up Seraphine. Yeah, let's do it. This is more for the Seraphine level up than anything. And I think I'm going to Quietus... Maybe? So I have 10 mana here? No, why would I Quietus this? I don't need to level up Seraphine that badly. So yeah, let's start with Bar. I should get 2 cards here. Okay, I'll take them. This one's actually a pretty solid card. I think our RNG's starting to turn around. Drum solo is whatever. I'm just gonna summon the big boy. Like, I think that I really like this card because it'll put a lot of pressure on them now. I also haven't seen their 5 mana spell, by the way. That's kind of scary. I think I haven't seen their 5 mana spell. Yeah, haven't seen that yet, so... Gotta keep that in mind along with the drum solo card. So that's 3 cards I'm tracking now. Like, this is what I think you gotta do against Seraphine decks, is try your best to track the RNG cards. Like, they're just passing? Sure. I will still attack, though. Minimum at least 5 damage here, barring any kind of shenanigans. And just saving Quietus for their champs. You know when I said I was saving Quietus for champs? I didn't mean that champ, because it's not a champ, first off. I guess I'll blast Shelly. God, nice drum solo hit, by the way. I can actually play this and get Sharesi's value. Okay, yeah, we're blasting this now. Okay, so I can actually level up Seraphine now. Unto Dusk Vial will level her. That's good. They still got the drum solo card. They still have... Well, one of the drum solo cards. They still have the fan club card. Fan club president? Yeah, fan club president. I think we're good. I think we're in a good spot here, though. And I think I'll put... That's great. If they can't pass here. This is so much tempo. Minotaur Reckoner is just so much. Okay. I have full health, right? I have 18 health. Never mind. Can you kill me? Can you cast 9 spells, basically? I don't think you can. Okay, that's like 4 spells. So I've got what? 6, 9. I can technically level up Seraphine. So 6, 11, 13, 14. Okay, we might be able to kill them. Well, that's a problem. And that went face? Oh my gosh. Alright, we have to do this. I don't like it, but I gotta do it.
I hear you, Zon. Now you're about to hear me.
I don't think there's a 2-mana fast spell that can save Ezreal from Vengeance, but I could be wrong here. What is that? Is that the predict spell? Yeah, that is. Careful prep. Okay. And then a vial. Okay. Ugh. Can I get lethal somehow? I think this will give me lethal. Perhaps, right? 6, 11, 13, 14. Oh, wait, no, but I'm one off still. I could go for lethal with Song Spinner. Yeah, let's do that.
I'm getting warmed up.
Wait, why did I do that? I forgot I had a Minotaur Reckoner. Oh, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb here. Whatever, we're still gonna do this. Neither of these cards help. I guess I'll take Cathian Myths. I can double this for +2/+2 with Seraphine and Pale. But Ebb goes face always.
Negotiations are over.
And we'll give it to this guy. That might be a misplay, but
Camp slide, let's go.
I don't think PNZ Bilgewater can stop a big boy. Like, they can't stun, they can't freeze, they don't have hard removal like Vengeance. I mean, I guess Hex Obliterator, but they don't have enough mana. I still haven't also seen the 5-mana spell. That could stop it. And GG.
Woo, what a show.
I hate this matchup. I don't even know why. I mean, I hate any Vayne matchup because I really find Vayne annoying because it's just like, oh boy, Demacia attacking multiple times. I'm gonna keep everything here actually. Quietus might be a bit of a dubious keep, but I think Quietus is fine as a keep here in this matchup. Do I even care about that? Like, I don't even honestly care about that. I could Quietus it. Like, what else am I going to Quietus besides weapons? And honestly, am I afraid of weapons? I'm roping my opponent, I know, because I'm trying to think if I want to Quietus that or not. And I think I don't want to. Yeah, I think I'll pass here. Let's just pass here. I don't know. I also just want to have a lot of mana on turn 3, so I can threaten things here with this high note. Because I'm gonna high note Zed, obviously. That is why I didn't want to waste this. And I'm really glad I didn't waste this now. I didn't think they would play Darken Aegis, but Darken Aegis is just so good. I was like, they probably have at least 2 in their deck. Double Victor. Not bad, not bad. I might high note here,
Careful.
depending on what they get.
Real easy.
Yeah, I'm going to high note that. I don't want them to get an extra spell mana here. I guess they could play Momentous Choice. And of course they have it, but at least they have to use their mana. Oh wait, no, of course they're not using their mana. They're getting it back. What am I talking about? Because I hate Weapon Masters. I really hate Weapon Masters. It's fine, whatever. We'll just get some good shit from Victor, right? Good keywords. Challenger, Lifesteal. That's a great draw, by the way.
With utmost efficiency.
I'm actually probably going to Death Ray this bird now. Never mind. Give me Challenger.
Perfection.
Because I'm definitely going to Death Ray that.
Electroplating completed.
Maybe.
Without a sound.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to Death Ray this to start with. Before you say, don't you want to kill Victor with Get Excited? Yeah, of course, but I think the Disciple is more of a problem right now. And I'm going to try and find an answer to all this pressure with Song Spinner. Maybe. I could attack in. Like, they won't block, but do I care? I'm scared of another Momentous or a Wuju style here. If they block with Fisherman on my... That's a great draw. If they develop the board, I shoot Victor, I think. Yikes. That's dangerous. Am I dead? I'm actually dead.
Come on, where's the competition?
Yeah, that's exact lethal. I know they have Meditate, but... Let's make him have something. Let's make him use the Meditate and make him have another spell, which they most likely have. Like, knowing this game, they definitely have it. Alright, do you have anything? Please don't... Oh my god, I can't believe they had nothing. I'm actually so surprised they had nothing there. Does Rally do anything? No. Rally's nothing. I can't believe that. No, like... Even a second Zed. I feel like they would have definitely played second Zed, like Zed's champ spell there. Golden Aegis is nothing. Duo's annoying, but not problematic. Alright, Victor. Good spells. Or good keyword, sorry. Yes! Victor, you're so good. Okay, that's so good. Nope. Not allowed. I could Song Spinner instead. Okay, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna play Submersible. I was just checking my mana real quick. And GG. Okay, so welcome back to the deck. We did what? 3 games. We got three games, 3 wins. Pretty good. I believe they were pretty good games too to show off the deck as well. I think it's a good deck. I really, really do think this is a powerful deck. Obviously, like a lot of control decks, I feel like it will definitely be a deck to change with the meta as the meta changes, you know, add in certain cards, remove certain cards, so on and so forth. But I feel like the strength of this deck is definitely Quietus. I think if there are good, powerful weapons, equipment basically in the format, then we should play this version. I also like this versus the Ezreal version. I'll probably make a video on the Ezreal version because this is more hard control. Well, the Ezreal version is kind of control-y, but it's got more of a combo finish. Well, this is just like, yeah, we just have a lot of value and win that way. And I like that kind of playstyle. But yeah, some cards you could remove, I think, like that might get removed in the future are Acorn. We might change up the removal suite, maybe change up the win cons like Submersible, the one of Minion Inspired Planes. Those could all be cards that we might not see in the future in this deck. They're definitely flex spots at the very least. I really like Inspired Plans, though. I think it just is a solid card. But for now, though, I think it's a very good deck. I think it is probably in the top 5 strongest decks in the current meta. And like I said earlier, as the meta changes, it'll definitely need to change alongside the meta because that's how control decks work in general. They're trying to answer things and control what the meta is and what you run into. But yeah, I'm a very big fan of this deck, so I hope you all enjoyed it. We did pretty well, too, against some meta decks as well. We played against Vayne Zed. We played against an Ezreal Seraphine deck, and I believe we went against first game was against Akshan Varus, which, well, I don't think that one's a good deck. Some people are playing it, so it's kind of meta. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'd love to hear your opinion on this deck. Do you think this deck is good, or is it just being carried by Seraphine and just winning and doing well against bad decks? I think it's a good deck. I think I wouldn't say it's better than the Ezreal version of Seraphine. I think they're doing different things or trying to do different things, but I'd love to hear your opinion on how this compares to other Seraphine decks like the Ezreal deck. And if you guys just enjoyed the video and the deck in general, I'd love it if you could leave a like or a comment down below. Always helps me and the channel out. And if you guys want to keep up with the Legends of Runeterra content, you can always go and subscribe to the channel as well. And if you want to watch me play some Legends of Runeterra, I've been playing a lot of it recently because of the new set. You can always go and check me out over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Zenaton, where I stream pretty much every single day. Anyway, though, with that all said and done, thank you all once more for watching this video. And until I see you guys in the next one, bye.